I'm sure that it was a very stressful night back in November. Do you remember the first words that you said to Mr. Yost?
No, I really don't. I think I probably said I can't get the door open, because that was my problem at the time. I was trying to get the door open and I couldn't get it open. And Paul came up on this side of the car, that side. He said, try the window, try the window. I could hear him telling that. So I reached over and hit the window and down it went. Of course the water started coming. At that time. And then he walked around, I think, the front of the car and got me out through the window, helped me out through the window. That was about it. Right. Then he, got me back over the shore and then into his car, which was nice and warm, thank God, because it was cold out that night.
And I hear they had blankets for you, ready to go also. Someone brought them.
I don't know where they had a blanket in the car, but it seemed like they got a blanket from someplace, I don't know where, because they were the only car that stopped at the time. And I think by the time the cops got there and stuff, why they were a little different. But
what does that mean to you that a total stranger stopped and jumped on in?
Well, it's the good Lord. Because if it hadn't been for Paul, I really don't know. I didn't panic. When I went in, I took the seatbelt off and so forth. And of course, sitting there, the water was starting to come up through the bottom. And when I tried to open the doors, I couldn't open the door. And of course, I didn't even know Paul was there at that time until he come up there and said something about try the window, and which I did. And just by the grace of God, he was behind me and seen me go in. Just luck of the draw.
He's told me that we spoke to him earlier this afternoon. He said that he's a ex-lifeguard. Yeah,
he's an ex. Yeah, that's another good thing too. Yeah, just like I say, just one of the things that happened. That everything happened at the right time. Put it that way.
Where were you heading that night?
To a friend's place over in off of Coburg Road. I'd been that way 100 times, and I don't know why I just turned off too quick there and went down in there. I don't know. It wasn't because I didn't know the road or nothing, because I have been over it 100 times. So.
What we noticed when we were over there today is that there are no lights.
No, there's nothing in there. I mean, it was dark and I think it was raining and stuff. And on the highway, I've noticed it 100 times, there's a mark. They've got a turn thing, and then down a little bit farther, another turn thing. And I evidently just was not paying a heck of a lot of attention, and I turned on that first thing, and down over the hill I went. That's all there was to it, that quick.
Maybe you said that you didn't panic. Was it like you didn't have enough time to? It was so quick?
Well, that could have been too, yeah. No, I mean, when I realized I was in the water, I didn't panic then at all. I never did panic as far as that goes. And of course, after I got out of the car and back of the thing, man, I tell you, I was freezing to death, cold and stuff. But no, it really didn't bother me that much at all. Really didn't.
Are you going to go to the reception tomorrow?
Well, yeah, that's another thing. That was I was 10:30 or 11 o'clock, or what time was it?
I think it's in the morning. Yeah, I'm not sure that's the exact time.
I think he told me 10:30 at the Valley River Inn or something. Mm-hmm. But what's this going to be?
I don't know much about it other than he's going to be presented the award. It's from the Red Cross.
From the Red Cross. Yeah, I don't know how big a deal it is, but.
And it's called the Everyday Hero Award, I think. Mm. Would you consider him a hero?
Well, what?
Would you consider Paul a hero?
Certainly. Yeah. I don't know what I would have done otherwise. I mean, I don't know what would have happened when I couldn't get the door open. I wasn't panicky, but I knew there was something, I had to do something. And I probably would have broke a window or something if I had to, because I never even thought about because when I couldn't get the door open, I figured, well, the water's got into the motors and ruined the motor or something. But when I reached over and hit the window, just the button, it went right down. But by that time, see, water was up pretty close to the top of or not top of the window, but the top of the door. And when I rolled the window down, of course, it come in like mad. But
I imagine that water was really icy. It was probably really...
Oh, well, it was cold. It wasn't that icy, but at the time you never notice it. It's afterwards you get out when it's cold.
What happened to the car?
Nothing. They totaled it, but some outfit got it, and because I went over the next day and got my stuff out of the car, and then it was over there on Enoch Road. Some outfit over there buys them cars or does something with them, and I assume somebody by now has probably got that car, and they've done something to it and sold it again. Probably, I don't know. I'd like to see it, actually, to see if it is running.
That'd be a trip. That'd be cool to see.
Huh?
Very cool to see if it would.
Yeah. I like to know whether they sold it out of state or, because you remember all them cars back in New Orleans that got flooded. Them cars came someplace. They went clear out to the coast someplace, and somebody bought them. But anyway, who knows?
Is there anything else that you'd like to add about the whole experience? What it felt like for you? What sort of images that you still think about, or just?
Oh, it comes up now and then, and it doesn't bother me that much. Well, the only thing that bothers me is just how stupid I was to do that. That's what makes it bad. It's not that otherwise, just one of them stupid things somebody does, once in a while, and I'm paying for it.
But thank goodness that it didn't end worse.
Huh?
But thank goodness that it didn't end worse.
Oh, okay, everything come out fine. Everything, never fine. Yep.